Okay, ready. I'm excited to teach this because it is something very new. Okay, whoa, hey, hi. Oh, did you want to stay and watch some? Oh, don't be so shy. Look, you have a friend. Your friend. Hi, did you want to? Oh, okay. Eyes are kind of going a little bit busy there. Did you want to come and stay and watch some? Oh, okay. We're going to do missing addends. Oh wait, no. A little bit shy over missing addends. Missing addends takes different thinking. Oh, sweet, she's looking at me so sweet. Can I find out who you are? Oh, wow, shy, super shy. Oh, okay, Carla, Clam. Hi, nice to see you. We're doing missing addends today. Okay. No, it's okay. You can still... Shy. Oh, here, let me help you out. I'll hold this up for a little bit. Please stay with us. We're going to be doing missing addends. Yes, I'm going to do it down here for the people who are watching right now. Yeah, and we're going to learn about missing addends. Do you want to stay and watch? Oh, okay, good. Stay for a little bit. We have some interesting things. We're going to use pennies. Okay, and we're going to use a pocket. Pocket problem. Pocket problems is the name of this work. We have a whiteboard or paper. You know, no need to hide. That's okay. It's just a board. It's okay. No, relax. Oh, please stay with us. And then we'll be writing some things down. Yeah, I'll put you right over there so you can sit right next to the pocket work. Okay. I didn't expect a visitor today. I'm so glad to see you, though. Nice to see you. Okay. Oh, so shy. Oh my goodness, so shy. Don't be so shy. Stay with us. Okay. She's watching. So I have something to write on my whiteboard. I have my pocket. I have things to write with. I'm using this as a pencil and purple for our symbols. Now last week, for example, I had a tool like this where I put down on the table and then would show people. I'm going to move the camera so that you can see what I'm doing as I'm working with the pocket problems today. So I'm going to move some things here of my tools that I can get over there. Okay, stay. Okay, so here is what my setup looks like. Hold this carefully. Move my camera over. So my setup looks like this. I just have my pocket right here. I'm going to pour out my pennies, making certain I have 10 of them. I'm going to count them again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I'm going to count them again because I don't want to have any mistakes, so I have the right amount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And would you please be sure you have 10 pennies ready. And then your pocket, as I said, could be a piece of paper. But if you had time to make a pocket, I think it just makes it a little bit more fun for pocket problems. Okay, and so now what we're doing is we know we have 10. And so what we're going to do is to find different combinations that show 10. And here's how this goes. I'm going to move my paper and cover up all of my pennies. With the idea being, Carla's still watching. She must be very interested. I'm looking to see, I'm going to move this over a little bit and move my paper, which is my whiteboard, a little bit closer so they can be side by side. I know I have 10, and I'm going to pretend I have 10 pennies in my pocket. Get my things over here. Okay. I have 10 pennies in my pocket. And then I'm going to be thinking about how I use those pennies to create the math stories that I'm going to have today. Now, I'm going to get... Okay, let's see, I'm going to use the back of a piece of paper here that has some writing on it. Just getting it ready. I'm realizing because I don't have a purple whiteboard marker, so I'm going to use paper over here that's recycled. Got some work on one side. Okay, so I'm going to say here, I'm going to write the number 10 down. I'm going to switch to paper instead of my whiteboard. I'm going to write the number 10 down right here. When I left my house, I had 10 pennies. I know I had 10 pennies, so I'm going to put equals because that's how I started. I started my day with 10 pennies. Now what I'm going to do with my pocket problem is, without looking, I'm going to reach in and take out this many pennies. So 10, I had 10. 10 equals 2 plus, the question is, how many others? Right here. That's the missing addend part. I know I had 10. I checked it twice. I reached in and took out 2 pennies from my pocket. How many more pennies are still in the pocket? That is what missing addend work is. I already know the sum. I know one of the addends. Let me move my word card back. Right? I already know one of the addends. My sum is 10. One of my addends is 2. I wrote that over here. The missing addends part is this. What is the missing addend, and how do I find that out? That's the big thinking and learning that this lesson is focusing on. I know what I have, or had. I know what I have in my hand now. What about the rest? And so thinking in your brain right now, how could you know? How could you find out? And how could you check how many are missing? Thinking right now. One of the easy ways of doing that is to think about 10. I'm at 2. How many dots would I make between 10 and 2? Let's see. 10. I'm going to put this here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to count again. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now let me count up how many dots I made. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Don't forget this one. 8. 2 plus 8 equals 10. Let's see. 2 plus 8 equals 10. Let me count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think 2 plus 8 equals 10. How do I double check that? Let me go into my pocket and see what I have in my pocket. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's right. I did it right. 2 plus 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. 2 plus 8 equals 10. 10 equals 2 plus 8. Now similarly, if I wanted to, I could have started by writing it this way. 2. I know I had 2 to start with. That's what I took out of my pocket. 2 plus how many equals 10, because I know I started with 10. A missing addend equation or number sentence can look either of these ways. 10 equals 2 plus how many? Or 2 plus how many equals 10. Counting on from that number to that number is one way of figuring that out. And we did that when we made dots right here. The dots just help us know to go from 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and don't forget the last one, 10 gets me to 10. And when I count those dots, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, that gave me the number 8. So I could be writing in this part 2 plus 8 equals 10. Missing addend work. Pocket problems. Okay, I'm going to put my pennies back in here. I'm going to put my pocket back, so now I have my pocket with my pennies inside, and now more addend work. I'm going to move that out of the way. Let's start. Let me get a different color marker here. I'll take green for right now. I'm just going to draw a line across the paper here for not this page. I'm finished with that top part. I'm going to check this. Now I'm going to work down here. This time I'm going to start with this kind of equation, with starting with the numeral I take out of my pocket as my first example. Okay, I'm just going to move this down a little bit to make this easier on me as I take things out. I need one more hand here. Okay, here's my pocket. Here's my paper where I'm doing writing and you are doing writing. Okay, now I'm going to move a little bit here closer. I'm holding this in. I'm going to reach into my pocket and take out this many pennies. Whoa, okay. I reached in and took out that many pennies. Let me count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I have 5 pennies here. I'm going to write that down right here. 5. 5 plus how many equals 10. Now here's a part where I'm going to ask you to stay with me. Even if you're thinking, I already know the answer to this one. I'd like you to practice how we solve it. So please stay with me, stick with me for a few more minutes, because not always will it be this simple. Not always will the answers always be 10. I'd like you to look at the solution, the way we find this out, so you can know how to do this all the time, not just in something like this where you probably already know how many are still in the pocket. So again, I'm going to come back to this. I can be counting on with my fingers if I wanted to. I'm going to use dots again. I'm going to make another line here. I'm going to move this down a bit. I'm going to say, if I'm at 5 and I need to find out from 10 how many are left, I'm going to count on. Count on or add on. People sometimes use with their fingers. Sometimes they will just say it 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. But I'd like you to have a little bit of concrete, which means right here in front of you that you can see it, to learn the skill. So 5. We have 5 already. That's here. We know that. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and one more dot for 10. Now I'm going to count up those dots, right, to see how many dots I used to go from 5 to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more time, going to check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Seems to be the answer is 5. I'm going to write that in here. 5 plus 5 equals 10. If you kind of already knew that, just wave to me. Okay, let's just check our pocket for double checking. Oh, okay, that's what's left in the pocket. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That matches our 5 over here. 5 plus 5 equals 10. Now I'm going to flip that, thinking again. If we had gone the other way, the way we started, I would have said 10 equals 5 plus I don't know, and that's what I'm going to find out. 10 equals 5, addend, plus the missing addend. And then we would follow the same procedure doing that to find out how to do that. Whether it looks this way, and you start with that, or it looks this way, and you start with the sum, the thinking and work is the same. Let's try another one. I'm going to put these together over here. I'm going to put a green line under this work so I know I'm finished with that. Alrighty. Now, think, which way would you probably begin? With the number you take out or the number you already have? I'm going to start with this one. Okay, I'm going to reach in here to my pocket. Right, just reaching in. I'm not. Come back, pocket. How you doing, Carla? Okay, I'm going to reach into my pocket and take some pennies out and just put them up there. Okay. That's how many I have. I'm going to write that numeral over here. 3 plus how many equals my 10 that I know I started with. 3 plus equals 10. If you wanted to start this way, you could also, because you know you have 10. Then you are looking to find what makes up 10. And we know that we took 3 pennies out of the pocket. Pocket problems. How many are left inside? And here's where it gets a little bit kind of mirroring, close to subtraction. So I'm going to bring my tool back. Tool I'm just going to make for myself. I'm starting with 3. I'm going to get to 10. And I want to make dots to help me get there. I'm counting on. That's the solution strategy we're using. It's count on or add on. 3 plus the rest. I'm going to make my dots 3. Counting on from 3, the next number is 4. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and remember that last one for 10. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now let me count how many dots I made. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to count back that way to change it, but still do a double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Seems like 7 is what I came up with. Let me write that here. 3 plus 7 equals 10, or 10 equals 3 plus 7. Let me go back to my pocket. Reach into my pocket. You okay, Carla? Ooh, boy, eyes wide. Very carefully watching. Thanks, Carla, for paying such close attention. Let's see how many pennies are left in the pocket. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, that matches. Going to count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 here, 7 here, and 7 here. That is missing addends. I encourage you to continue doing this same type of work. You can continue and keep making combinations that equal 10. If you are ready to try a little bit of a change, you could make them equal 5 if you'd like practice for numbers just under 5. Or you can do a 10. You could make it be 17 if you wanted to, or 24, and take some pennies out and see if you can do mental math to find out what the missing addend would be, or using counting on strategies like this. Taking the time to truly understand it. Not just oh, I know what that is. but can you solve it using a strategy, counting on dots or counters? Because when the numbers start changing, the understanding needs to be deep, because your automatic answer might be different. If the number becomes 53 and you have 9 in your hand, how many are left in your pocket? That will take some different math thinking, and keeping track of some strategy like this, or counting on with fingers, will help you become more accurate in understanding and finding the missing addend. Okay, thanks everyone for sticking with me. I'm going to get ready to start doing the worksheets now. Thank you, math people. Thanks, Carla, for coming over.